This is Meteo Mundo.
Hello, Bahamas. Rusty back here with your latest daily weather forecast here, keeping a close eye on the Bahamas. And as we go through the week, it could be fairly wet, at least for times. Let me show you kind of the broader perspective here. We actually have a low-end chance of some tropical development early this week in the southwest Gulf of Mexico. This is going to merge with a frontal boundary, which is currently actually bringing us fairly cloudy skies and at least some light showers to portions of the extreme northwest Bahamas. But as this moves from west to east, it could once again make portions of the northern Bahamas wet by the end of the week. We've also seen some showers and storms even early on Monday here in the central and the southeast sides of the Bahamas. So let me zoom in here on the northwest Bahamas first. Just kind of again, when you get as far south, and let me move this over so you can see it. When you get as far south as Nassau, you're actually looking for a relatively sunny day, okay? But when you get up towards Walker's Key and Grand Bahama, we have more clouds. And now the thickest clouds and the moisture stays just north of Walker's Key, but from time to time we pick up those relatively cloudy skies. So it really is island dependent today what you're going to see. Grand Bahama, Walker's Key, northern sides of Abaco, more than likely relatively cloudy from time to time. Just some passing showers for Andros and New Providence and Eleuthera. And there's kind of a flare up of some storms in the far southeast sides of the islands and the northern sides of the Turks and Caicos. Again, those are passing by, but it just shows you that we've had some moisture in play, and that will kind of continue to be the trend here. Let me get into the future rain model for us here. This is just over the next couple of days to begin with. I'm going to put this into motion, and you'll notice again as we get into later on our Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, may not be completely dry. There's nothing going to be crazy organized out of the rain, and there'll be many dry hours and locations. And actually, we're going to pick up a north wind. We already have that, and that's going to keep some daytime highs in the lower 80s for places like Lucaya and Freeport. Going to be really beautiful to kick off the week. Now, again, I mentioned that rain towards Georgetown and Clarencetown, and we've had some heavier showers in those areas, and that will be the case through at least tomorrow, but we'll begin to dry out in the southeast Bahamas as well. Same thing for the Turks and Caicos. Again, relatively dry. Really just looks like some slugs of moisture coming off of the coast of Cuba is helping to bring some of the rain to the central and the southeast sides of the Bahamas. But as I kind of take this out into an expanded view here, I'm going to do a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to expand the view, but I'm also going to expand the timeline to take us over the next several days, because I want to show you what this is going to end up doing as we get towards the end of the week. Let me put this into motion for you here. And what you're going to end up seeing is this model picking up on the interaction of that weak tropical disturbance, which more than likely isn't going to develop anything, but with this frontal boundary. And look at all of the heavy rain for the northern Gulf Coast states. Now, this model, the GFS, actually keeps the majority of the heavier rain north of the northwest Bahamas. We'll just have to see if this frontal boundary can sag a little bit farther to the south. That would put more rain and heavier rain in play for portions of, let's say, Abaco, Grand Bahama, and Walker's Key. But at this point in time, the models aren't picking up on it, but that is something I'm going to closely monitor for the northwest Bahamas for the week ahead. Now, we're looking pretty good for the marine forecast the next couple of days. Relatively light north winds, northeast today at 5 to 10, northwest tomorrow at 5 to 10 as well. Look for seas in sheltered areas to be running 1 to 3 feet. For our friends in Grand Bahama for today, again, relatively cloudy. There'll be some sunshine here or there, but just 83 for the daytime high. Again, there'll be some passing showers with that light northeasterly breeze. On the 5-day forecast for our friends in places like Freeport and Lucaya and West End, again, cloudy skies. I don't expect any heavier rain, but there will be a 40% chance for the passing showers. And notice that again, when you're as far north as Grand Bahama, I can't keep you completely dry. It is going to be isolated rain with more sunshine tomorrow and Wednesday. And again, depending on what that weak disturbance does in the Gulf of Mexico and merging with that frontal boundary, going to put a 40% chance for showers in on Thursday, a 50% chance on Friday. It's going to get more humid and hotter as well, with daytime highs by the end of the weekend in the upper 80s. For Nassau today, partly sunny again. A low-end chance for isolated rain, but we're mainly dry there, looking really good. 99, the feels like temperature this afternoon, and highs there. It hasn't gotten cooler yet in Nassau. They're in the upper 80s, and it actually won't. On the 5-day forecast, again, drier in New Providence, at least for the next couple of days. And then a 30% chance for a shower or storm on Thursday, up to a 40% chance on Friday. Daytime highs coming back up to around 90 degrees, and feels like temperatures could actually be even above 100. I do expect it to be very humid to wrap up the week. Thanks for tuning in, Bahamas. Again, if you like the information, if you're getting something out of it, just like the video, and you want to do us the biggest favor, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. And we'll see you for your next forecast right here across the Bahamas and the Caribbean at Meteo Mundo.